Today's video is going to be a special one, as I'll get the very first platinum trophy to ever be put in a PlayStation game. When Uncharted was released for PS3 in November of 2007, it didn't have any trophies. In fact, the trophy system itself wasn't introduced until July 2008, when the PS3 got its System Software 2.40 update. Just 1 month after this update, Naughty Dog rolled out a patch implementing trophy support in Uncharted. They weren't the first, as both Super Stardust HD and Pixel Junk Eden had trophies before Uncharted. But there was one thing both of them lacked: a platinum trophy to act as the ultimate capstone for your gaming journey. You guys know I'm all about collecting those platinum trophies, so there's no better way to celebrate the essence of my channel than by getting the OG platinum trophy, the first of its kind. Plus, Uncharted is just so much fun to play. It's definitely one of Naughty Dog's greatest hits. You know what's funny? Back in 2007, Uncharted was constantly compared to Tomb Raider. Some reviewers even refer to it as Dude Raider. And these days, the new Tomb Raider games are called Uncharted clones. We've come full circle. Hey, maybe I should platinum Tomb Raider next. Let me know in the comments if you guys would like to see that. I'm playing the PS4 remastered version of Uncharted 1 as part of the Nathan Drake collection. It has the same aiming system as Uncharted 2, which should help me line up those perfect headshots. And believe me, I'll need every single headshot because this run will be on crushing difficulty. I'm doing this so I can get all the difficulty related trophies at once, and I'll explain how it works later. For now, all you need to know is that enemies are a lot tankier, and my health goes down a lot faster. The AI is also more aggressive in crushing difficulty, and will try to flank me whenever it gets the chance. Unfortunately, my friendly AI is still dumber than a box of rocks, and reacts slower than a freeze-dried sloth, which means I'll have to do all the heavy lifting. We start things off with a dive, searching for my ancestor's 500-year-old corpse just off the coast of Panama. I'm accompanied by Elena Fisher, an attractive journalist and soon-to-be love interest. Nathan Drake is the descendant of Sir Francis Drake, who was an English explorer in the 16th century. Fun fact, Francis Drake actually existed in real life and is best known for circumnavigating the world in 3 years and fighting the Spanish Armada. Anyway, we open his coffin and I find a journal, which holds the key to a legendary Spanish treasure. Elena believes she has the right to intrude on my privacy just because she's financing the operation, but I tell her I'm scared of getting me too. While I'm arguing with my future wife, a couple of pirate boats show up on the horizon and start shooting at us. Alright Elena, I need you to take this and holy shit, stop pointing at me with your finger on the trigger, you idiot! Who taught you how to use a gun? The pirates board the ship and I treat them to a karate lesson, before stealing their ammo as payment. But it's getting tougher as more of these boats keep showing up. And then this happens. I don't know how a plane flying past the boat set everything on fire, but this is an action movie and the laws of physics dictate that our hero has to jump off the burning boat with random shit blowing up in the background, so it looks cool. Meet Sully, my cigar-smoking partner in crime, who's also a bit of a perv. Hey Sully, you know she's like 30 years younger than you, right? Sully convinces me that Elena is a net liability, and I agree, because I don't want to pay child support 5 years down the line. So, with her on the docks, the two of us take off to find the treasure on our own. I mean, we have the map, and a perfectly isolated South American island in the middle of nowhere with all sorts of ancient horrors crawling around. What could go wrong? Before we go any further, let me explain how the trophies work in this game. There are two kinds of trophies you can get: combat trophies and exploration trophies. Combat trophies are for getting a certain number of headshots or kills with a specific weapon. Exploration trophies are for finding randomly scattered treasures around the map and completing levels under a certain amount of time. My first trophy is easy as I stumble upon this silver earring, while Sully's talking my ear off about how he swindled Pablo Escobar with a fake sandal or some shit. Yeah, real interesting stuff, Sully. Reminds me of that one time you got drugged in a Venezuelan gay bar and woke up naked with a giant broom shoved up your ass. Oh, what's that? Never happened? We arrive at the treasure site, but it's emptier than a Kardashian skull, so we start looking around for some more clues. This is the part where I'm reminding of how much I love the platforming in this game, and why some people were comparing it to Tomb Raider back in 2007. You can definitely see the similarities. Both games are about treasure hunting in exotic locations, and both feature platforming. But once you get past those superficial similarities, Uncharted's gameplay loop is very different. I feel it has more in common with cover shooters like Gears of War or the old Tom Clancy games than it does with Tomb Raider. Besides, Nate's much stronger than Laura. He must be freebasing rhino blood and horse steroids because he somehow manages to push this 1-ton boulder off a ledge without breaking a sweat. The boulder opens a path into an underground temple where we find out that the treasure is El Dorado, a giant golden statue that weighs hundreds of pounds and could make the two of us very rich if we manage to find it. And just outside the temple, we see this: a Nazi U-boat in the middle of an Amazonian rainforest? Guess all those conspiracy theories about Hitler escaping to South America were right. Drake decides to inspect the boat and leaves his journal with Sully. On the bow of the U-boat, there's another treasure. For every 10 of these, I'll get a trophy until I collect all 60 treasures in the game. Inside, there's a bunch of dead Nazis. The walls are caked with dried up blood, and whatever killed these guys sure made a mess. In the captain's quarters, I find a map with some coordinates. Turns out, these Germans were looking for the same treasure as us. Better head outside and tell Sully about this. Oh, okay, that can't be good. I need to escape before this torpedo blows up in my face. Hey Sully, you won't believe what I found in here! Oh, come on! Sully is being held captive by some assholes who followed us to the treasure. They take my map and shoot Sully, but I can't rescue him because there's a small army of mercenaries between me and him. Well, would you look at that? The torpedo blew up just in time to create a distraction so I could escape. What a coincidence. While escaping from this shit show, I run into my future wife once again. And she's really pissed because I left her in the harbor. But we don't have time for arguments, so I tell her to give me a gun. I'll try to get as many headshots as I can because there's 3 separate trophies for getting 20, 100, and 250 headshots. The enemies are also really aggressive, so I need to get headshots to finish them off as quickly as possible. See this right here? This is called a hanging shot, when I shoot someone with my handgun while hanging off a ledge. There's a trophy for getting 20 of these. Here I'm assaulted by a couple of Panamanian archaeologists who are mad at me for stealing all their cultural relics. Elena is clearly a peace activist because she runs right in front of me to block my shots. I thought my partner AI was just bad, but now it's actively interfering with my ability to fight back. If she'd do this more consistently, I could at least use her as a bullet shield. Then I have a long distance strafing duel with this guy. What is this supposed to be, Counter-Strike? Anyway, get wrecked, noob. We finally make it off the island and onto our plane. Look, Elena, I don't think this is the best time to record a TikTok. We've got more important matters on hand. Like that anti-aircraft battery shooting at us. Elena bails out, and I follow shortly after, but my parachute has a hole in it. Somehow I make it to the ground in one piece. Now I just need to get back my map, which I left on the airplane, and find Elena because I don't think the locals want her running around with a camera and documenting all their legal activities. On the way, I find a couple of treasures, which brings the total up to 10, earning me the Novice Fortune Hunter trophy. Sweet, just need to do this 5 more times and I'll have all the treasure hunting trophies. I'm ambushed by some bad guys who graciously put up their tiny heads right in front of my crosshair. Thanks for helping me out with a 20 headshot trophy, guys. Can we do this another 350 times? I treat the next guy to a 9mm lobotomy and earn a 5 headshot streak for another trophy. Hope they don't start wearing helmets because I really need that platinum. There must be a factory somewhere churning out these guys by the hundreds because no matter how many of them I kill, they just keep coming at me. Get in line, boys. Time for your free dose of lead vaccine. It's gonna cure you from having to live. I find a conveniently placed wall and peek out to score some easy headshots. By now, I'm up to 23 headshots in a row, but the most amazing kill is this one. So he's been sniping at me from up there while I'm fumbling around looking for ammo. And his cover is an explosive barrel. Don't know what to tell you, man, but you really shouldn't take cover behind explosives, or you'll inevitably end up as human jerky. There's a trophy for getting 50 kills with the PM 9mm pistol, which is what I've been using since the start of the game. I'm pretty close now, just need a few more. But this is crushing difficulty, and things are rarely as easy as they seem. I show myself for like a half a second, and my health is already in the gray. The bad guys have laser precision, and are twitchier than a ferret on meth. Relax, guys, I'm just here to take in the scenery. I promise I won't damage your garden, but I might throw a grenade or 20 at you. After struggling at the gates for what seemed like an eternity, I finally break through. And then, this gentleman pokes his head out to give me my 50th kill with a PM 9mm. Thanks! I try to push forward with my AK, but someone clearly didn't get the memo about letting the protagonist reload in peace, because he bum rushed me with a shotgun while I was busy reloading and scared the crap out of me. While crossing this river, I found myself in need of a temporary bridge. And look who showed up just in time to help me out. Thanks for lending me your Jeep, guys, means a lot. Up ahead, I find bits and pieces of my crashed aircraft, which means the treasure map should be nearby. But there's just one problem. These assholes have turned my cockpit into a treehouse. Clearly I need to do a little pest clearing before I can move in. I find an opening to get 3 kills with 1 grenade and make the throw. But I miss by a few meters. If I succeed, I'll get a trophy, so I try again. But I get domed as soon as I pop my head out. Alright, I'll succeed for sure this time. There's a guy hiding in the bushes up ahead. I just need a nice angle to snipe his head, and holy shit, where did that shotgun guy come from? Alright, I've had enough of you assholes. Here, catch this! Hell yeah, got him this time. Rest in pieces. Since we're in the murder zone, I might as well extract a few more trophies out of this engagement. Like the trophy which requires me to get 50 kills with my AK. The problem with that is that the AK absolutely sucks in terms of damage output. It feels like a BB gun at times with how long it takes to kill the enemy. When my 9mm pistol puts down enemies faster than a 30 cal rifle, something seriously messed up with the gun balancing. These two guys rush at me like idiots, so I get a free kill on the first one with my AK and earn the trophy. But wait and see how long it takes the second one to die. Sir, can you stop dancing and drop dead? This isn't America's Got Talent. Finally! Oh, for fuck's sake. With all of the vermin cleared out, it's time to climb up and grab my map from the cockpit. There it is. And that's Elena's parachute, which means she landed somewhere nearby. But before I get to her, I must deal with these self-appointed forest rangers who've turned the place into a jungle gym. Get off the monkey bars, Pablo. Your time's up. Man, what are these guys made of? First, they no-sell Kalashnikov rounds to the face, and now they're shrugging off 12-gauge shotgun shells? Whatever they're feeding you guys, I'd like 5 boxes of that stuff. Ah crap, I'm out of ammo. And because this is crushing difficulty, the enemies drop less ammo than usual. I pull off the old die to refill your ammo trick and return with a full complement of shotgun shells, which is nice because now I can fulfill this young man's dream of becoming an astronaut. In the distance, I see a giant fortress, which is part of Chapter 5. Later, I'll speedrun through this level in less than 10 minutes to get a trophy, but right now, I just need to get inside, which is gonna be tough with all these hired guns rushing at me. Now's a nice time to throw a grenade and clear a path. Oh shit. Alright, nobody saw anything, let's try this again. The game has stealth kills, although the levels aren't really built around stealth, so it's a lot more satisfying to just YOLO and throw lead at the enemy. However, there is a trophy for getting 50 stealth kills, and I'll farm that once I finish the story. I love how this guy gets shot in the back and casually turns around like he smelled a fart. I nail him with a headshot and get the 100 headshots trophy. What a way to die. After getting hold of a grenade launcher, I find myself perched atop a building next to a group of enemies clustered up nice and tight. What happens next is pure explosive pornography. Look, I'm not saying I'm excited, but my desk is levitating 8 inches off the floor.
What?
Naughty Dog loves hiding little secrets around the map, like this egg relic, which is a reference to the precursor orbs in Jak and Daxter. I get the relic finder trophy for climbing all the way up here and uncovering their hidden reference. Then I murder some more locals and steal their lucky charms to get the intermediate fortune hunter trophy. This means I've collected 20 out of 60 treasures, and I'll get the next treasure trophy for collecting 30 treasures. After causing lots of property damage inside the fortress, I find my girlfriend bumbling around like a headless chicken. Need to rescue her fast before the locals get their hands on her. The man at the gate asks me who I am, and I try my best to convince him that I'm the pizza delivery guy. But my Spanish isn't very good. They open the gate, but it's not a friendly reception. I'm greeted by multiple automatic rifles wielded by drugged up maniacs. But I've got something to even the odds, a 44 Magnum revolver. Yeah baby, time for some Dirty Harry cosplay. I blow up a barrel, which sends this guy into the stratosphere. Then I land a headshot on the big guy and spin him around like a ballerina. Elena's journalism almost gets her killed when these two sneak up behind her. I save her, but end up inside a jail cell for my effort. Seems like the evil guy from earlier hired some 2-bit gangster to do his dirty work for him. And here's their leader, Eddie. He tells me that he came here to find treasure, but his men have been dying in droves to the point where they can't even take a piss without armed security watching their back. Eddie, you're not gonna believe this, but I might be the one responsible for your men dying. Elena breaks me out of a jail cell, and I blow up more of Eddie's men with my automatic grenade launcher. But since I committed the cardinal sin of letting a woman drive, we end up at a dead end, with nowhere to run and a few dozen guns pointed at our face. That's when Drake gets the genius idea of reversing into the river below. I mean, sure, why not? All these guys have stormtrooper aim anyway, so it's not like they'll ever hit you. With the coast clear, Elena shows Drake a harbor inside the island that is the only place to load and unload cargo. Which means if the El Dorado treasure came here, it went through this harbor. But Drake's lost his appetite for treasure hunting and wants to bail out because it's not worth getting killed over some gold. We all know this ain't gonna happen because there's a plot to advance and a game to finish. But sure, let's play along for now. The two of us hop on a jet ski and play dodge the glowing red barrels for a while. Elena's got a grenade launcher with infinite ammo, so this should be fun. Oh yeah, it's amazing. Just look at him fly. It's like a game of whack-a-mole, but you're armed with high explosives instead of a mallet. I dismount near a gate and secure 2 more kills with my 44 Magnum revolver, earning me the 20 kills trophy for the West 44. I love how this gun flips them in the air. It makes it so satisfying to land headshots. Elena is waiting for me on the other side of this door, but first, let me grab that treasure. And with that, I've collected 30 treasures, which means another trophy. Drake could probably return home right now, pawn these off, and live a happy life, but Elena's too crazy to let that happen. I also get 50 kills with a micro 9mm, which is one of the most fun guns to shoot, but not very effective. It's a bullet hose that spits out 9mm rounds, but is about as precise as an oil tanker and goes through ammo faster than Snoop Dogg goes through his weed stash. At least I got a trophy out of it. All right, time to open the door and meet Elena. Wait, why won't it open? Oh, I took too long. They killed Elena. Oh, so this is what was keeping the door shut. A sneaky padlock. It's literally the same color as the rest of the door. Folks, I got cock-blocked by a padlock. It's over for me. The two of us have a boat to catch, so we head to the harbor. A few of Eddie's goons try to stop us, but I blow them away with my grenade launcher. Hey, remember that guy who was super chill after eating a bullet to the back? This must be his older brother. It takes like 6 rounds from my rifle for him to give a fuck. That's how zen he is. I respect that kind of commitment, so I kill him with my fists. Inside the harbor, I catch this big bone fella trying to sneak up on me. I respond by shoving a grenade up his ass, which earns me my 30th grenade kill and this wonderful trophy. After clearing the entire room and stealing everyone's stuff, I finally made it to the boat. And then Elena appears out of nowhere and shows me footage of Sully being escorted into a helicopter along with Gabriel and his right-hand man, Navarro. I don't believe in ghosts, so there's clearly some kind of conspiracy going on here. Time to meet Sully and find out if he double-crossed me for Gabriel. To get to Sully, I must go through another jet ski section, but this time I'm driving upstream and against the current while dodging a bunch of exploding barrels. One day I'll find the guy responsible for all these barrels and ask him, why? Are you that scared of people in jet skis stealing your treasure? Is this something you've encountered before, forcing you to turn a perfectly good natural stream into a game of aquatic hot potato? After some trial and a lot of error, I made it to the top of the mountain. Looks like the welcoming committee isn't happy to see me. It's okay, boys, next time you can roll out the red carpet, once all the blood is dried off. Deep inside the murder jungle, we come across a horrifying sight. A human shish kebab. It doesn't make any sense for the bad guys to rig up booby traps while their own men are walking around, so there's some kind of third party involved. And this third party may not be human. The plot thickens. Ahead, I run into a group of mall ninjas who are like the soldiers I fought before, but this time they're decked out in all black outfits and have laser sights. Which means they're extra bad. Unfortunately for them, my newly acquired Desert Eagle doesn't give a shit about their body armor. It pulverizes their bones and scatters the remains in the wind. Things get even spicier once I grab the Spaz 12, which is the best shotgun in the game. Look at him fly! This guy tries to do a Call of Duty slide, but I catch him with a 50 caliber trick shot to the dome. No more G Fuel for you, mister. And that was my 20th kill with the Desert Eagle, earning me the Desert 5 trophy. After killing everyone, I scan the front yard for weird trinkets. Badger's feet, llama's balls, monkey's paws. It doesn't matter as long as I can sell that stuff at the local pawn shop. First, I find this golden chalice, then the silver toothpick, which looks like a lion's claw. My third find is a silver cotamundi, which rewards me with a trophy for finding 40 treasures. Awesome! I just need to find 20 more treasures to complete all exploration-related trophies. Inside this library, we find the man of the hour, Mr. Sullivan. He's talking these guards to death with another one of his stories, and they don't seem to be enjoying his company all that much, so I help them out by liberating their heads from their torsos. See, now you don't have to listen to the old man yapping anymore. Sully tells me that he had no choice but to work for Gabriel after all that had happened. Okay, but how did he survive in the first place? I saw him get shot with my own eyes. Well, folks, like Sully said, that journal I gave him earlier stopped the bullet from reaching his heart. Now that's what I call a life-changing book. That was a bad joke. The old man has sent Gabriel's goon squad on a pointless excursion to the other side of the island, which should buy us some precious time to find El Dorado before they realize they've been duped. Sully has deduced that the treasure should be here in the monastery right beneath us. I play a game of Connect the Pictures to spin some statues and open a hidden passage. After entering this passage, I find myself in an underground cave network that connects to a church. We have some fellow parishioners in here, but they've lost themselves to greed and jealousy, choosing the path of violence over the teaching of Christ. So I decide to reintroduce them to the 10 Commandments, one bullet at a time. God will judge them, but it's my job to arrange the meeting. One of the heretics thinks he can hide from me behind this bench, but he's mistaken. These guys should really ditch the lasers. They're like giant shining beacons that shout out, "Hey, I'm here!" After clearing out the trash, I find Eddie and his boyfriend having an argument. Looks like things aren't going according to plan for the baddies, and they're a lot less united than we thought. In the upper level of the church building, I find a few more lead junkies who are awaiting salvation. I also find this golden Spanish goblet, which brings me up to 50 treasures, making me an expert fortune hunter. Just 10 more treasures to go. This here is the treasure vault in the heart of the monastery. And Gabriel's men are also here. I asked Sully to create a diversion so I can sneak in. The front yard is crawling with snipers, but I've got a sniper rifle of my own.
You are dead!
No, you! Hey look, it's that skull from the Indiana Jones movie. Inside the treasure chamber, I meet back up with Sully and Elena, but we get separated once again when I step into a crypt and trigger a trap. The heart of the treasure vault must also be Bowser's vacation home, because I haven't seen this many swinging fire obstacles since Super Mario Bros.
Hey! I made it!
Hey, be careful! That thing doesn't
Nate!
It's all right. I'm okay.
Yep, everything's fine except for the color of my underwear. Hey, do you think they have any laundromats around here? After some platforming, I run into Eddie and his goon squad. Quick, Elena, jump on that grenade for me! Now that the favela platoon has been dealt with, I can resume my search for El Dorado. And there's the central chamber. Inside, I find nothing but dust, cobwebs, and the corpse of Francis Drake, my ancestor. Well, we hit another dead end, but there's something seriously wrong with this place. I can hear screams in the distance, and the roars of animals. Just what the hell is going on? I meet Eddie once again, but this time he's running away from something, and he has the expression of someone who saw the devil himself. Is that a zombie? Okay, we've got ancient Spanish treasure zombies. I hold them off for a few minutes with Eddie's help, but he's dragged into the depths by a zombie, and I'm left alone in the middle of a whole bunch of these creatures. Ironically, these late game enemies are a lot easier to deal with than the regular soldiers because they rely entirely on melee attacks. You just have to switch up your strategy and use the run and gun tactics instead of cover shooting. As long as you're on the move, these creatures are practically harmless. And that's a good thing, because I need the run and gunner trophy, which requires 20 hipfire kills. Basically, I have to run around and shoot without aiming, Rambo style. Like this! As you can see, the shotgun is perfect for run and gun.
What the hell were those things?
I don't know, Taylor Swift fans? It seems like we're inside a Nazi control room, and from the photo on the desk, it seems like the Nazis actually found El Dorado all those years ago. But why didn't they take it with them? There's an elevator that can take us to the surface, but we need power, so I use my parkour skills to get to the generator room. And guess what I find on the way there? That's right, more zombies. Time to score those run and gun kills for my trophy. I crank the generator engine back to life, which turns on the lights and restores power to the elevator. It also opens the vault doors, flooding the engine room with dozens of zombies. This is actually a good thing because I'm about to get 3 trophies from this one gunfight. See that counter on the bottom right? That's showing my run and gun kills. Just need a few more for the trophy. And would you look at that? A narrow corridor full of zombies just for me to shoot. Wow, what a coincidence. I rack up a bunch of kills and score my 250th headshot on this zombie, earning a trophy. And you've probably noticed that I've been using my MP40 this whole time, which means another trophy for killing 30 enemies with the MP40. And finally, since I'm hip firing on the move, I also get the run and gunner trophy. 3 consecutive trophies in one room. It doesn't get any better than this. But wait, it does get better. I've been killing all these enemies and haven't died once this entire time. And what do you know? There's a trophy for killing 75 enemies in a row without dying. Like this. Alright, let's go! Inside the Nazi bunker, there's a projector room with some creepy footage playing on the screen. Has this thing been running for the last 80 years? On the table, I find my ancestors' notes that reveal the true nature of El Dorado. This thing is cursed and turns people into mindless freaks, which is why the Spaniards went through a lot of trouble to keep it locked down here. Francis Drake sacrificed himself to drown the entire city, and the Nazis were killed when they tried to remove the treasure. Knowing them, they were probably trying to use it as a bioweapon. Back in the control room, Gabriel and Navarro have captured Elena. They are going for the treasure, and I need to stop them before they turn the whole world into Resident Evil. On my way out of the bunker, I kill Gabriel's mercenary squad and earn a trophy for getting 50 kills with the M4 rifle. Outside in the U-boat docks, I kill 5 zombies with a sniper rifle for another trophy. I just need 3 more kills with a sniper rifle to hit 30 in total, which I get right here. There's target number 1, number 2, and number 3. Hey, get back here! And there's my trophy. Since I'm grinding combat trophies, I might as well get one for the M79 grenade launcher. It's not something I use a lot because of the ammo limitations, but I love how powerful it feels. The M79 is the only weapon in the game that comes with a built-in space program. Just look at this. Oh yeah, that definitely hit the spot. There's my trophy for sending 30 people into low Earth orbit with the grenade launcher. My next goal is to get the trophy for 50 kills with the Beretta. And let's just say my first attempt didn't go so well. Somehow these 2 grenades didn't kill a single enemy, which is bullshit. And then I got sniped in the balls while trying to karate chop this dude. Nope. Attempt number 2 also failed because I was counter sniped. And in my 3rd try, I finally killed that pesky sniper, but his teammate got me with a grenade launcher. Alright, I see a pattern here. First I need to take out the sniper, then I need to deal with Mr. Grenade Launcher. Now that the high priority targets are dead, I can pull out my 92 FS pistol and kill the rest. It took a while, but I got my 50th kill on this sniper. Imagine being a highly trained sniper decked out with the best gear money can buy, only to get humiliated by some dude with a 9mm handgun and iron sights. Couldn't be me. We're closing in on the final mission, so I need to get the remaining exploration trophy. There are just 2 left, one for finding all 60 treasures, and another for finding a strange relic. Here's the last treasure room of the game, and my trophy for discovering all 60 treasures. In the next room, I find a silver mask, which is a reference to the Jak and Daxter series. This gives me the Master Thief trophy. Okay, time to end this. We're in the final mission where Gabriel is about to open the El Dorado statue. Trust me, Gabriel, you don't want to do that. Now put your hands up and, shit, he got us again. Navarro tells Gabriel to open the statue, and this happens. Navarro knew what was inside this whole time and was playing Gabriel. He intends to sell this thing off to some black market weapons dealer and make a boatload of cash. But not while I'm around. I hitch a ride on Navarro's helicopter and Elena helps me bring it down. We crash on the deck of a cargo ship and a brutal gunfight breaks out almost immediately between me and Navarro's squad. This is the last level, and I'll earn all 4 difficulty trophies at once since they stack on top of each other. Meaning if you complete the game on a specific difficulty, you also get the trophies for every difficulty below that one. And since I'm playing on crushing difficulty, I'll get the trophies for easy, normal, and hard at the same time. After killing Navarro's men, I climb to the top of the helipad where a scripted scene forces me to lose my gun. But that's fine, because I'll just beat the crap out of him with my bare hands. After pressing the correct prompts in a battle of quick time events, I knock out Navarro and earn my 4 difficulty trophies. Easy, normal, hard, and crushing. Gotta catch them all. But the law of action cinema dictates that the show isn't over until we get the one-liner.
Adios, asshole.
Hey, look who it is, Sully! And look what Sully's got in the boat! Enough treasure to keep the 3 of us very rich for a very long time. Drake sails off into the sunset with his girlfriend, but my journey shall continue, because there are still a few more trophies to collect. First, I'll do the 3 speedrun trophies for chapters 5, 12, and 16. Since I've completed the game, I can select any level from the menu and play it in speedrun mode. This is chapter 5, with the giant fortress. I need to climb fast and shoot even faster. I scale the exterior walls like a chimpanzee on meth, and blast through enemies with extreme prejudice. The 44 Magnum makes the courtyard section a breeze, and anytime I get up close, I pull out the 12 gauge. Okay, I promise I'm not trying to teabag this guy's corpse, I'm just trying to climb these rocks. After killing a few more enemies, I make it to the end of the level in 8 minutes and 47 seconds, which is under the 10-minute time limit. So here's my speedrunning trophy. Then I complete chapter 12, in which I have to jet ski upstream, and it takes me only 3 minutes and 21 seconds. With the second speedrunning trophy secured, there's just one left, which I'll get for finishing chapter 16 in less than 7 minutes. This is a Super Mario Bros. Platforming level with the giant spiky lanterns. I've already played this one before, so I know which path to take. I just need to slip past Eddie's thugs at the end, and done! I did it in 6 minutes and 47 seconds with just 13 seconds to spare. Not the fastest speedrun ever, but I'll take it. With all 3 speedrun trophies collected, I just need a few combat trophies and the platinum will be mine. The first combat trophy I need is Hangman. For this, I'll have to kill 20 people while hanging from a ledge. This wall is a perfect place to farm Hangman trophies because the enemies just walk in one at a time, and they can't hit me unless I show my body. Oh look, another conveniently placed wall with an endless supply of enemies. Come on, be nice, show your head. And bang, headshot. There's my Hangman trophy, let's go. Similar to Hangman, there's another trophy called Grenade Hangman, for which I'll have to grenade 10 enemies from a hanging position. This one was a lot harder because grenades have such a limited blast radius, and you can't throw at a good angle while hanging off a ledge. But eventually I got my 10 grenade kills and the Grenade Hangman trophy. I died a lot, but it was worth it. Now I need to get all 5 melee kill trophies. Uncharted's melee combat isn't fun, and you definitely shouldn't run into a gunfight with your bare hands for obvious reasons. But since the enemy AI is so aggressive, it'll almost always get baited into a melee engagement like this. Yes, just a little closer. Surprise, bitch! Eat my sneakers! And there's the Brutal Brawler trophy. For the next melee trophy, I need 5 brutal kills in a row. The introductory level is perfect for this because you get plenty of chances to engage in melee combat while the pirates board your fishing boat. Just watch me beat 2 armed men with nothing but my MMA skills. Hey look, 2 more assholes in need of a dental plan. And here's my final victim for the Brutal Expert trophy. The third melee trophy is more of the same, I just need to kill 20 guys with my fist. Look at this Mike Tyson wannabe, man, get the fuck off my boat. And they definitely aren't sending their best because the next guy got his face rearranged before he could even point his gun at me. Adios, amigo. Thanks for the trophy. For the 4th melee trophy, I need to weaken enemies with gunfire before I land the killing blow with my fist. Like this. And there's my trophy, Steel Fist. To get the 5th and final melee trophy, I must kill 10 weakened enemies with my fist. So shoot them once or twice during the approach, then punch their face in with a brutal combo. See, that wasn't so hard. Just need a few more, and done. I'm the Steel Fist expert. After getting all the melee trophies, I got 50 kills with the Mossberg pump action shotgun. And I also got the stealth kill trophy by killing this specific guy over and over. He's the only reliable stealth kill in the game, so if you're going for the stealth trophy, just keep restarting the checkpoint every time you kill him. Sometimes his buddies are going to spot you and ruin your stealth approach, but you can fix this by restarting the checkpoint once again. After stabbing this poor guy's neck for the 50th time, I got my Master Ninja trophy. Now it's time to farm the Dynamite Master trophy, which requires me to get a triple kill with explosions 5 times. It's very hard to get this trophy organically, so I'm going to reload checkpoints. There's a really nice choke point in the 4th level, where you can funnel several enemies into a tiny box and blow them up with your grenade launcher. I'll just keep spamming the same spot until my trophy pops. And there it is, Dynamite Master. So far I've beaten enemies to death with my fist, I've blown them to bits with explosives, I've shot them with an assortment of high caliber weaponry. But are you guys ready for the ultimate trophy? Watch in awe as I open the menu and enable photo mode. Yep, that looks like a fine shot. Hey Elena, I've got your B-roll. With that, I've collected every single trophy in Uncharted. And here's my platinum. The very first PlayStation Platinum trophy ever is now in my collection. Well, kind of, this is the remastered version.